book friends, so you may have noticed I'm posting on a different day. Because I'm a new BookTube channel, I've only had it about a month. I thought, let's try out some different days, maybe even post multiple times a week, and we will just see how it goes. Today, I want to talk about some anticipated romance releases between April and June. I have a lot of books on here, so I'm going to do a short description for each. And please let me know if any of these are your anticipated reads as well, or if you like the sound of them. Also, my hair is very frizzy right now. I have just looked at my phone and realised, yeah, I tried to diffuse it and it's gone frizzy instead. We're just going to roll with it. First of all, we have Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, and this is already out. It was out the 1st of April. So Samantha has the perfect date with seemingly the perfect guy, but it is the wrong timing. So something goes wrong on their date, something that Xavier says, and even though him and Samantha have a perfect night, she basically says, please forget me. However, this is a romance, so something is inevitably going to keep pulling them back together. This is going to be my first Abby Jimenez book, and I'm so excited for it to arrive. I love that they are all based off Taylor Swift lyrics. We have Any Trope But You. This is also out already. It was out on the 1st of April. This one sounds like a lot of fun. So it is about a romance author who, I think she basically says in private to somebody that she doesn't believe in happily ever afters. However, a super fan leaks this online and she is just instantly dropped by everyone, her publishing company, her fans. So she decides to go off to Alaska, stay in a cabin there. However, when she gets there, there's a grumpy guy called Forrest, and she notices that all of the romance tropes are happening to her. It sounds like it's going to be a fantastic time. Next up, another book that is already out, Wild and Wrangled. I really need to read the book before this. I'm just not ready for this series to be over. So this follows Camille. She is a single mother, and basically she has her life perfectly planned out until she is jilted. So she's now trying to figure out what to do. She finds her dream home in her hometown. However, there is one problem. Dusty Tucker is her next door neighbour. He was her first love, her first everything. So, will sparks fly? I imagine so. Next up, another book that is out. I do promise there's going to be future releases as well. So this is Bridesmaid by Chance. This just sounds like it is going to be a lot of fun. So we have Sloane, who offers to fill in for a bridesmaid for the main guys. Let me look at his name quickly. I'm going to look at the notebook. Okay, Hudson. So offers to fill in for Hudson's business partner's, I think, fiance to be a stand-in bridesmaid, but she has a deal she wants to make. If she's going to be this stand-in bridesmaid and do Hudson a favour, she wants a favour as well. She wants to marry him. She wants a marriage of convenience because she wants to get into a high society club and further her career. At first he says no, but then it's the story of how does he end up saying I do. It sounds like a very fun time. Next is The Best Rom Move, out on the 17th of April. So this is about Liv, and she decides to live stream her proposal to Rex. However, he says no. She is humiliated. She decides to flee to Hawaii. But who's there? Oh my goodness, it is Rex and his new girlfriend, which is just a disaster. She then has a not so meet cute with a surfer called Dom, and they hatch a plan to fake date to get back at Rex. I love fake dating so much. Still, on the 22nd of April, we have Great Big Beautiful Life. So if you are in the BookTok community or the romance book community at all, you have probably seen a lot about this book. Emily Henry is very big in the BookTok community, and this book is about two writers who are competing to write about a famous woman's life. So they are going to spend a month with her. She will decide who gets to write her life story. It sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Also, it's apparently very emotional as well. Next up, we have Anywhere You Go on the 1st of May. This is giving the holiday vibes. So we have a small town waitress and we have a Broadway press editor. I think I've got that right. Let me check. Broadway press agent, sorry. And they decide to swap homes to basically escape the messiness of their lives. But when they are away, they find new purpose and maybe they find some love as well. And look at the cover. Oh, it's so stunning. And it's going to have a sapphic romance as well. Perfection. absolute perfection. We have Salty, Spiced and a Little Bit Nice. This is out on the 6th of May. This follows Ellie, and her family have basically been very overbearing and micromanaging her life since she got her type 1 diabetes diagnosis. And in fact, they have become kind of so controlling that they decide to surprise her with a proposal from one of, I think it's like her family's business partners, I want to say, their son. The proposal goes disastrously, it goes viral. She decides that she's going to go to a small town instead and open up a cute sugar-free bakery, because she's like, well, how hard can it be to open up a bakery? Quite hard, I imagine. And then obviously she's going to fall in love when she's there. Next up, we have Dream On, Ramona Riley. This is a sapphic romance. It has bisexual rep. So Ramona Riley was at a prestigious art school. She was going to become, well, hoped she was going to become a Hollywood costume designer. However, her dad gets into an accident. She has to come home. She has now been waitressing at the same cafe, I believe it's for 10 years. However, a big production company has come to her town and she's like, great, this is my opportunity. However, there's just one small catch, because wild child Hollywood star Dylan has arrived, who also happened to be Ramona Riley's first kiss. Up is Kiss Me Baby. This is out the 15th of May. First of all, can we just look at this cover? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So this follows self-proclaimed late bloomer Angela, who comes out online. The video goes a lot more viral than she expected, so she decides to do a scavenger hunt for someone to win her very first kiss. However, this scavenger hunt gets a lot bigger than she thinks it's going to be. She needs help planning, and luckily for her, there's a hot bartender, Crystal, who she's had a crush on for years, who is going to help her out. This sounds like it's going to be a lot of chaotic fun. Next up, we have How to Write a Rom-Com. This is out the 15th of May. So it follows Lucy, who works for a romance publishing company, The Dream, but basically she doesn't believe in happily ever afters anymore. She is done with romance. But their top author, Ruby, is about to drop them. She can't find any inspiration. She's having failing sales. So Lucy's boss sends her off to a small town to go and get some romantic inspiration. And there she is obviously going to meet a very cool guy. We have Alice Chen's Reality Check. This is out the 3rd of June. It's a romance and a murder mystery in one. So it's a rivals to lovers romance. It's a reality show on a tropical island where Alice has to fake date a guy while also solving a murder. I haven't looked too much into this plot because honestly it just sounds like it's going to be fun, chaotic. I don't want to spoil it too much for myself. We have Battle of the Bookstores, the 12th of June. If it is a book about bookshops, authors, booksellers, I am there for it. And this is about 2 separate bookstore managers who are battling for the same promotion. They are complete opposites. They are rivals. Well, they become lovers. And finally, we have Worth Fighting For, which is out the 12th of June. I am ridiculously excited for this one. This is from the Meant to Be series. It's oh, they're down here. They are down here. They are Disney adult romance retellings. This is the 5th book. They're all standalones, and this one is about Mulan, and I cannot wait. So Mulan and her father have a private equity business, and basically they're about to do the biggest deal of their lives with a whiskey business. However, her dad falls ill, so Mulan decides to pretend to be him instead. She's only exchanging with this family via email. However, they invite her to the family ranch. Who's there? It's Shang. We're getting a Mulan cowboy romance. Oh my goodness. So she has to go and she has to convince them that actually she is the CEO of this company. He has a very dubious family, but then her and Shang are being pulled together. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Those are just some of my anticipated releases for the next few months. Please let me know what yours are. I hope that you enjoyed this style of video, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.